I would like to talk about a few things about designing for a web. If you are going to make your website or a blog, there are a few things that you would like to, keep in your mind. I mean, I'm not going to talk about how to use HTML codes and CSS. Those are the technical stuff. It's more about the content development and how to make your website look much more friendlier and familiar, and how to develop contents. It's gonna be more kind of a theoretical aspect of it. Okay, so let's talk about web design skills to begin with. So what kind of skills that you need to have if you are going to design a website or a blog. Okay, so basically when you talk about key skills, then the thing that we would like to know here is you have to determine the best design tools for your needs. Okay, depending upon the mission, the objective of your website, and the type of audience you are looking for, you always need to find out the best design tools that cohere with the mission, the objective of your website, and the type of audience that you will have. Okay, and again, you need to identify design considerations so that are specific to your web design. Again, and again, your web design must be very responsive, and then user friendly. It should maintain the consistency, along with the letters, the font, the words, and the pictures, the images, the color. That is it should be consistent with everything. And again, you have to have a responsive images. Again, the navigation bar, the menu bar should be very friendlier and then very easy to navigate as well. You must have your the responsive data tables. You don't want to have a lot of flash and animations that will the lose the focus from your audience as well. And then you will try your best to make your site more accessible and usable. And again, you also pay attention to your writing style at the same time. Okay, so going back to the terms, a few terms when we talk about writer in the website building or the blogger, you are, as a blogger, you are a web designer or blogger. Okay, like when we tend to say writer. And again, the readers are user, or those who use your site or read going to your websites. Okay, and some of the other important points that you would like to think about are the web is a media rather than a specific genre with a medium. Again, when we talk about the websites, the web designing, there are so many things come into play, like content management, how you put your content and where, and how web developers put their work onto the web. That always changes things. That has been changed, or very drastically over the years, and it continues to change. And as days go by, because we have many people, many audiences coming from different socioeconomic the status, and their perceptions differ. The society becomes complex. Okay, so it changes with the time. You also want to change the placement of your content and the way you design your website. And again, as we had previously discussed, usability, accessibility, and readability are very important things that you want to keep in your mind while creating your website, user friendly. And then developing for the website is not a technology constant. It is more of a rhetorical one. Okay, so when I'm talking about rhetorical one, I'm talking about the idea that how this idea of rhetorics can be applied even in the website build website design. The rhetorics can be made made in terms of the choice of words, the size of the words, the length, how you put your title, the font size, the color, the images, those everything can make your what kind of rhetorical meaning that you want to bring in your website. Okay, those are some of the things that you might want to consider. All right, so again, talking about accessibility, here all information must be perceivable to users. That all the users who use your website should have feel accessible to your website, that they can easily navigate, they can feel like reading your content, going through the images and playing with it. That is what we mean by the accessibility. Again, interface components and navigation must be operable. Whatever the navigation or menu bar that you have, if the user click on it, that should really take to the the designed or the intended pages, or it needs to reach the destination. The user interface must be understandable as well. If it is confusing and with a lot of errors, then nobody will visit your website. And again, content must be robust enough for assistive technologies to interpret also. And also it should be easy for understanding, and then it clearly written that way. And also it should be, the language we use should be very neutral as well. So there are other few more things that we're going to talk about it, but for now, if you are going to design your website or a blog, that is something you might want to think of for now. So thinking about website design, it's kind of a challenging task at the same time. But if you know some of the skills about it, and then why the website design is important, if you know about it and how to design it, I think it's not gonna be that much of a tough thing as well. So all right, so these are the skills always help you better understand the website and website design. And we're gonna talk about it even further in our next week video. So for now, just what do you think? Drop your comments and let me know.